Hi, I'm Turk at Tone Freak Base Experience. I just finished watching a YouTube video. Just out of curiosity, I saw it. It's about state prisons versus federal prison. What's the actual difference? It seems that the general consensus, it seems like, the conclusion to draw from it is that if you're going to have to go to a prison, state or federal, federal certainly is the better choice, although the video did not condone committing crime. If you commit a crime, maybe you want to, try to make sure it's federal, although you're going to get longer time, it's going to be better time. And that's not what the video's point was, but that's certainly a conclusion to draw from it if you want to draw one like that. And it seemed like a lot of comments under the video indicated that that's what a lot of viewers got out of it for themselves. But I want to point some things out, and this is an unusual video here, just a one-off thing for my channel. It's not my usual content. But I think that what I have to say here in my comment under that video is important enough to share with the general public here on my channel, just in case such things are of interest to you, or if you happen to be unfortunate enough to run into such a circumstance in your own life. All right, so here's what I said. There are more types of federal facilities. Now, by more, what I'm referring to is in the video to which this comment is made. There were four levels of federal prison, in the Bureau of Prisons, that is, that are mentioned. Maximum security, like Fort Leavenworth, medium security, low security, and camp, which is sometimes called Club Fed. Okay, my comment is as follows. Please follow along here if this is of any importance to you, this subject, then this should be of great importance to you. There are more types of federal facilities. They do not paint a pretty picture. So please follow along. First, although the video here is pretty good, it does not mention super maximum federal or Bureau of Prisons facilities. I think that there are three such facilities, super max. They are underground, therefore are not widely known about. And they feature long terms in only solitary confinement with highly infrequent human interaction and no inmate-to-inmate interaction whatsoever, with fluorescent lights always on and no way to know day from night, or the date, or how much time has passed. I knew a man who did 5 of his 20-year federal sentence in the Denver underground Supermax facility. The inmates call such facilities the belly of the beast. A tattoo on this man's abdomen depicted his journey through the belly of the beast, successfully getting out of Supermax and working one's way down through max to mid-max, mid, and maybe on to low, but hopefully on to release without further incident is highly unlikely. Now, the man I knew made it all the way. That earned my utmost respect for him, and he reciprocated it because I happened to teach him how to spell, which nobody else had ever been able to teach him up to that point in his life, in his mid to late 40s. There was another type of federal facility, that is, facilities, so to speak. By inmates, it is called permanent transport. For a long period, to say 1 to 6 months, maybe more, effectively, the inmate belongs to no actual facility. His facility is transport vehicles, such as Con airplanes or Bureau of Prison, or is it U.S. Marshal, buses, with the occasional layover in solitary at a Bureau of Prisons transport station, such as that one near the Oklahoma City airport. Now, for such an individual, no contact is allowed with any outside entities, and no outside entities, perhaps except for the courts, maybe not even them, know where he is, for effectively, during that period, there's no record of him. It's grueling and disorienting, and it is either to punish or to hide the person. I knew a man who was in such permanent transport for 6 months. More about him follows in the last paragraph. Well, you're not seeing this, so follows later here at the end. There remains one more type of federal facility not mentioned in the video. It is an FMCP, Federal Medical Center for Prisoners. Terms there can vary and can be long, can even be for the duration of natural life. Inmate population includes people getting surgery, terminally ill people, people under lengthy psychological evaluation, and people with severe psychiatric problems. And once again here, people who are kept hidden but not in permanent transport. Now, stick with me. It's important. The same man who I knew to be in permanent transport for 6 months ended up in an FMCP, apparently for the rest of his life, although his actual sentence was not for life and he had committed no further crimes. That was in Springfield. I think the Springfield in Missouri. They used to do experimental psychiatric surgery there, such as lobotomies. This man had had sloppy brain surgery earlier in the Bureau of Prisons. I'm not sure where. Might have been in Springfield. I don't know. This left his brain to bleed through a remaining hole in his skull, and the blood was forming a huge and growing spongy area in the side of his head and exerted pressure on his brain, causing him to tend toward violent outbursts. He was not allowed to contact any outside entities about any of it. He would die there in that FMCP. He had ended up there after the permanent transport stint, which itself had come about due to him trying to contact family and media over his sloppy surgery in the first place. Conclusion. The BOP, the Bureau of Prisons, might not always be preferable over state corrections. 2 final notes. Make that 3. Wherever you might end up, a sentence of 3 or less years might psychologically be the toughest. For it does not feel long enough to warrant giving up all outside concerns. Those concerns can eat you alive. And so no way in hell does your time pass quickly. 2. Contrary to popular inmate fantasies, wherever you might end up, conversion to religion and prayer will not reduce your time. And number 3, wherever you might end up, do your time. Don't let your time do you. I'm Turk at Tone Freak Base Experience in this one-off video, which may serve your interests, your curiosities, and may also serve you well. Who knows? It's the United States of America here, and we incarcerate more people per capita than does any other nation in the world. Be well. Stay out of jail.